It is absolutely beautiful this morning. Like, no wind, no rain. It's a great, great, great day. No clouds in the sky either, so it's a cool temperature, which cool as in I'm happy with it, not cool as in it's cold. And I feel bad for all of you who are watching this in bad climate, because this is not it. This is pretty much perfect. It's a good day to hunt dinosaurs. How about that? So what I'm gonna do is, because I'm in a park area, I'm gonna pop a large scent capsule. And I forgot to do my screen recording here, and I already know this, but a T-Rex Gen 2 is the first dinosaur to spawn off of my scent capsule, which is absolutely phenomenal and great. So I'm gonna dart this, and I apologize that you guys don't get to see how poorly I'm doing on it actually, but I'm gonna walk around this park today. I'm going to try to get some Dilophosaurus Gen 2, and there is a rare strike tower from yesterday that I still did not complete. I got 141 on my T-Rex Gen 2. But I am gonna screen record the rest of this video so you guys don't miss out. Typically, if you don't see something, it's because something went wrong, and this time it was just user error. But anyway, I'm going to walk around this park, take advantage of the beautiful, beautiful day, and we're just kind of in a holding pattern until we know more details about a potential 1.6 release. So I'm not eager to really level anything up or make any major commitments to anything at this point in time. So that being the case, we're gonna hunt for some known commodities. One reason why I wanted to come to the park is, yes, for Dilophosaurus Gen 2, but also, if per yesterday's video and the MetaHub data mine, flyers are going to be key components, which I feel like they're going to be because of the teaser silhouette that Ludia has put out, then the park is a good place to pick up a lot of DNA for the flyers. Oh, it's terrible. So I figure a lot of these flyers that I just don't ever dart, now might actually be a good time to stack up on some DNA that potentially could be useful later down the road, sooner rather than later, basically. And so, you know, the park where typically I just bypass all these, what are they? Hatzagoik. I don't know why I can't say this. It's like I turn the camera on and I'm like blah, 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 and have no idea, but dinosaurs like that are found in the park. So Darwinopterus is another one, Pteranodon, yet another one that is found in the park. So there's actually a lot more than just the Dilophosaurus Gen 2 that I'm looking for in this particular park, and that sun is directly in my face and I cannot see a thing. But I've got 17 more seconds before my next spawn point. We'll see what happens. So far, nothing overly exciting. The T-Rex Gen 2 is by far the best spawn that I've had, but who knows, maybe the hats later down the road will be a good spawn. Tanicolagrius, Parasaurus, I'm gonna skip on both those and continue walking around in hopes of finding some Dilophosaurus, some Darwinopterus, some Pteranodon, who knows what else. With Iguanodon looking like it's going to get a hybrid in the next update, it looks like, you know, you can add this one to the list of useful dinosaurs at parks. And suddenly, whereas for pretty much all of 1.5, I have thought that parks had the worst spawns, now all of a sudden it looks like parks may be one of the better places to accumulate DNA. The problem still is that drop rates and spawn rates are so low that it makes it really difficult to effectively hunt DNA in a park. I'm also going to go after this Triceratops Gen 2 because you never know. It is one of the common dinosaurs special event supply drops of this week. I'm going to come nowhere near like the 36 chances that I have to dart common dinosaurs between this and Stegosaurus And honestly, I do not even remember what my third option was. But between the three, you have 36 chances, and I'm not gonna hit all 36. So I might as well collect whatever DNA is there. And there's another iguanodon. So all of a sudden, like I said, you know, parks, parks may be worth hitting up now before, you know, I imagine with an update, there's going to be some sort of a migration. And if we think about it, like we've already talked about iguanodon, Proceratosaurus is not in parks, but the flyers, the hats, potentially, Darwinopterus, potentially, Pteranodon, potentially. We already know that Dilophosaurus Gen 2 is useful DNA. So quietly, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I suggest that over the next, I don't know, the next couple weeks, few weeks, before a potential 1.6 comes out, I would say definitely try to make an effort to spend some time in parks using scent capsules for potentially very valuable DNA. I think it could be very good use of your time. And speaking of use of my time, I've got about 6.5 minutes left to go on my scent capsule. I do have that rare strike tower that a lot of you probably took out yesterday. I'm hearing amazing results of DNA coming out of it. Someone got 20 Indoraptor, which I would absolutely love. But I'm gonna head over that direction as my scent capsule wears down, go over that tower in case you haven't done it yet, and then we'll see what I get out of my rare incubator. My scent capsule has now expired, and while I didn't get any epics and there were no Dilophosaurus Gen 2, which is kind of a bummer, I did pull out like 5 rare dinosaurs. So out of a common scent capsule, that's actually really good. No complaints there. But none of the big daddies, if you will. Iguanodon, maybe that could potentially be a big one, but I believe the Iguanodon hybrid is going to be an epic and not a legendary or a unique, so that's kind of disappointing. But overall, 5 rares out of a large scent capsule is good. Let's keep it all in perspective here. So I've got a 5-step Kingdom Strike. So this is going to be dinosaurs from the Fallen Kingdom movie that were relevant. So it could kind of be anything. They're basically the dinosaurs of the week. If we look at the news, it's going to be Stegosaurus, Gallimimus, Triceratops Gen 2, Carnotaurus, Baryonyx Gen 2, Stygimoloch, T-Rex, Blue, Brachiosaurus, and I seriously doubt there's any Indoraptor in here. So keep that in mind. Kind of a wide range of things. I would say just use whatever deck you use or strike team you use for battle arenas, and apparently I'm too far away. I'm not going to bore you guys with beating this tower because a lot of these early steps are pretty simple. I think most people are going to be able to knock them down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to power through this and then just show you the final level so you guys can see what I get in my incubator, because really that's all that most of you really care about at this point anyways, right? As I come to the final round for this rare strike tower, I will say that nothing really stood out to me as being something overly difficult, even though the dinosaurs I'm using are obviously way more than what is needed to take out this tower. I feel pretty confident that for the vast majority of people, it's going to be pretty easy to take down. You may struggle a little bit with like Blue or Brachiosaurus if you don't have good counters, but for the most part I feel relatively confident that everybody outside of very new beginners are going to be able to get some free DNA. So here we go, gonna take this down. We'll see what I get out of, I'm hoping I get 20 Indoraptor. That would be absolutely amazing. I haven't put any effort into leveling up my Indoraptor since I got it to 26. It's already my highest level dinosaur. It's really good, but I just feel like if you have to kind of diversify your team a little bit, and so I felt like continuing to try to get Indoraptor up to level 30 probably wasn't the best idea, best use of resources. Now once all my other dinosaurs catch up, then for sure I'm going to be using my Indoraptor to try to get it up to level 30 as quickly as possible, because I do think it is that good. And I have 2 knockouts, just waiting on 1 more. Should not be any problem here. You do have to watch out, they will swap out of their Brachiosaurus into Baryonyx on like levels 1 and 3, I believe, is when that happened. Really nothing to be overly concerned with, but just know that that could happen. So here I go, my rare incubator. There is that chance. Oh, and another thing, look at this incubator. Like, this is a different design than we've seen before. And I wonder if that's hinting at something coming up. I wonder if they're going to be changing the way incubators look in the update. I don't know, something to keep our eyes out on. Here we go. I think that incubator looks really good, by the way. Stegosaurus, Triceratops, that's a lot of Triceratops, Gen 2. Carnotaurus, Baryonyx Gen 2. So no epics at all, definitely no unique. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope, if you haven't already done the Rayostrike Tower, I hope you kind of know not to be fearful of it, and maybe you'll make it over to some parks, maybe pick up a little bit of extra DNA that you typically would have skipped out on. That's all I've got for this one, so until next time.